Welcome or welcome back to the Embroidered channel. I'm Julian, and in this video I will show you how to crochet Nora, my large bunny Lovey. This is the updated version and it's no Alosu pattern. Most of the pieces are crocheted in as you go, so you only need to sew on the ears at the end. Nora has a timeless look with a soft vintage touch, and I walk you through the whole process step by step, so you can follow along easily. Grab your yarn and hook, and let's get started. To make the bunny, you need super bulky chenille in the color of your choice, like brown or gray or cream. And here you need about 130-140 meters or yards. For the muzzle, you need the color of your choice, like cream, oatmilk, nude, gray, whatever you like. And here you need about 15 meters or 16 yards. To embroider the nose, you need chenille yarn or cotton yarn, super bulky worsted, whatever you like, in pink or black. Then you need scissors, a tapestry needle, stitch markers, optional a row around counter, polyester toy stuffing, and safety eyes. I'm using sinker eyes in 80 millimeters, but you can also use classic safety eyes all black, or if you do not want any safety or plastic eyes, then you can also embroider the eyes. I have a tutorial on my channel, the link is down in the description. And for the bunny, I recommend to have anything between 14 and 20 depending on desired look. Bigger you go, the more cartoonic it goes. I am using 18 and then it looks like this. Be aware if you're using sinker eyes, then as the name mentioned, it goes a little bit down. So I would go size up a bit here, but if you're using like safety eyes, then size down a bit. So because the sinker eyes really sink into the eyes. So 80 millimeter safety eyes will look bigger than 80 millimeter sinker eyes. So now you have everything you need, and now we can start making the bunny. We start with the arms. Take your main color and do a magic ring. For the first round, we do 6 single crochet stitches into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now close the opening by gently pulling at the yarn tail. And we move over to round 2. And here we continue in spiral rounds. That means we do not connect the last and the first stitch with a slip stitch, but we continue crocheting on top on the round 1. So stitch into the first stitch, do a single crochet stitch, and add a stitch marker to mark the beginning of the round. Then we want to increase here. That means you do another single crochet stitch into the same stitch. So, and we continue to do this all the way around. So we have 6 increases total, and we expand from 6 to 12 stitches. So 2 already done the first one, then you crochet 2 in the next one, then you have 4. And continue with increases, also 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12. For round 3 and 4, we do 2 rounds of 12 single crochet stitches. So we crochet all the way around, no increases, no decreases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So round 3 is finished, and now we continue with round 4 with also crocheting 12 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So for round 5, we want to go back to 12 total stitches. So we do 2 decreases here, and the pattern for the round is we do 4 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, 4 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease. So you start with the 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for the whole pattern we want to do the invisible decrease. This means we're only working in the front loops only. So remember, a crochet stitch contains of a front loop and a back loop, and normally you work in the both loops, the front and the back, but for the invisible decrease we're only working into the front loops and leave the back loops unworked. So stitch into the front loop, then also into the front loop of the following stitch, then grab the yarn, bring it through these 2 front loops, then you have your 2 loops on the hook, and then you finish your single crochet stitch like always. And again, do your 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and finish with the invisible decrease by only working into the front loops. So hide the yarn, tail inside the yarn, and now for round 6, 7, and 8 we do 3 rounds of 10 single crochet stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So round 1 done, 2 to go. So, and again 10 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do the double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one more round. Round 8 is also a 10 single crochet stitch round. Add a stitch mark in the first stitch of the round, and then continue the single crochet stitches all the way around. So for round 9 you want to go back to 8 total stitches, so we do 2 decreases here, and here we do 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this will repeat one more time. So 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 1 invisible decrease, and repeat 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches and 1 invisible decrease. For round 10, 11 and 12 we want to do 3 rounds of 8 single crochet stitches. So no increase, no decrease here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So the same for round 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So round 13, which will be also our last round, we want to go back to 6 total stitches, and here we do 2 single crochet stitches and 1 invisible decrease, and this will repeat one more time. So 1, 2 single crochet stitches, your invisible decrease, and again 2 single crochet stitches and your invisible decrease. So now we move the stitch marker, fold the arm and crochet the 2 opposite stitches together with 3 single crochet stitches. So stitch into the next stitch, and then also in the opposite one, which was or is our last stitch of the previous round, 3 single crochet stitch, and then you continue with the 2 remaining opposite stitches, 1 and 2. So now cut the yarn with some length. Take your tapestry needle, so turn or flip your arm that you see your back side, which have a small plank. This is the front side, this is the back side, and then secure the yarn by weave in the yarn tail. Hide the yarn tail inside the yarn, and then cut the leftover. So your arm is now finished, and then you crochet another one with the same instruction. Now we move over to the tail. reset your round counter and grab your main color. Start with the magic ring. And for the first round, we do 6 single crochet stitches into that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, close the opening by gently pulling at the yarn tail. And we move over to round 2. And here we want to have 8 total stitches. So we do 2 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. And this we do another one another time. So also here we continue in spiral rounds. So stitch into the first stitch of round 1. Do your single crochet stitches, stitch on top. And add your stitch marker to mark the beginning of the round. So now you have done your first single crochet stitch. Into the next stitch you do another single crochet stitch, and in the third stitch of the round you do an increase. This means 2 single crochet stitches into the same stitch. So now you have 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want to do the same again. 2 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. For round 3, we want to go back to 6 total stitches, and here we do the opposite. We do 2 single crochet stitches and then 1 invisible decrease, and also we repeat this one more time. So 1, 2 single crochet stitches, your invisible decrease, and repeat 2 single crochet stitches and your invisible decrease. So for round 4, which will be our last round, we want to go back to 4 total stitches, and here we do 1 single crochet stitch and 1 invisible decrease, and this 2 times. So do your first single crochet stitch, then your decrease, and again 1 single crochet stitch and 1 decrease. So remove the stitch marker, pull the yarn and cut it with some length. So our tail is now done. Now we move over to the legs. Reset your round counter and grab your yarn. You can do a main color or you can do your highlight color, depending if you want to have the foot part in another color. But for this tutorial I'm going to use the main color. So, like always, start with the magic ring. And crochet 6 single crochet stitches into that magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. close the opening by gently pulling at the yarn tail. And for round 2, we want to increase by 6, so we have 12 total stitches. That means we do 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. Again, we are working in spiral rounds, so you just crochet on top on the first single crochet stitch without connecting the last and the first stitch. So, and then do your 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. Double check that you really have 12 total stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and finally 11 and 12. For round 3, we want to have 16 total stitches. So we do 2 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, and this we do 4 times total, so that we have our 4 increases. So 1, 2 single crochet stitches and your decrease, increase, not decrease, increase, and then again 2 single crochet stitches, your increase, 2 single crochet stitches, and your increase, and your 2 single crochet stitches, and your last increase. So for round 4, 5, and 6, we do 3 rounds of 16 single crochet stitches. No increase, no decrease, just crochet around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And this you do 2 more times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So one more time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So for round 7, we want to go back to 12 total stitches. So here we do 2 single crochet stitches, 1 invisible decrease, and this we do 4 times total. So start with your 2 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, and then your first decrease by only working into the front loops only, as we always do when doing amigurumi or stuffed animals or snugglers or toys. So 1, 2, 3. From 4 we have reduced to 3, and we repeat this 3 more times, 2 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, 2 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease. For round 8 we want to go back to 9 total stitches. Again we do 2 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, but only 3 times in this round. One, 2 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease, and again 1, 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, 1, 2 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease. So for round 9 we want to go back to 6 total stitches, and here we do 1 single crochet stitches, 1 single crochet stitch and 1 decrease, and this 3 times. So your single crochet and your decrease stitch, single crochet, decrease, single crochet and your decrease. So for the knotted legs option, you now do 15 rounds of 6 single crochet stitches from round 10 to round 24. If you do not want to do the knotted legs, then you skip these rounds and continue with, which will be here around 25, and for the non-knotted legs will be around 10. So skip the part and then come back when I finish the knotted legs. So we do our first 2 rounds of these 6 single crochet stitches together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now you continue and doing 13 more rounds of 6 single crochet stitches, and as it's quite boring to see me 13 times the same round, I will pause the video and I will see you back when I'm finishing the round 24. So now we do our last round with our 6 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, and now for round 25 if you're doing the knotted legs, or round 10 if you do not do the knotted legs, we want to do 6 increases, so we have 12 total stitches. That means 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So I do not like my tension here. So For the next round, which will be our round 26 or round 11, we want to increase by 2, so we have 14 total stitches, and here we do 5 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, and this 2 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then your increase, and we will repeat this 5 single crochet stitches, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and in the last one you do your increase. So now the last round for the legs. We want to increase by 2 again, though we have 16 total stitches, so that they are part of the legs and the feet part are matching. And here we do 6 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, and this 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then you do your increase, and you repeat this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet stitches and your increase. So for the first leg, you cut the yarn with some length here, and for our second leg we do not cut the yarn, but we continue and crocheting or start crocheting the body, so which we are going to do next. But first we want to connect the leg, the left leg and the right leg first. So to connect the legs and start the body, we set your round counter. So you move the stitch marker, put the first leg with the cutted yarn on the left side and the other one with your working yarn, your active yarn, on the right side. So then you chain 2, 1 and 2, position your leg that the yarn tail at the back, lying and looking to the right one. So then stitch into the stitch right next where you cut the yarn, okay, and do a single crochet stitch like this. So now both legs are connected. Add your stitch marker, and this is now the beginning of your round, the body, and this one is the front part and this one is the back part. That means we are starting at the front for each round. So then we do 15 more single crochet stitches. We have already crocheted the link stitch, which counts as the first stitch of the first leg. So this one is now done, and we do 50 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Now the yarn tail, you put it to the front, so it's outside of the body. Then we do 2 single crochet stitches into the chain stitch to avoid any holes. You see the stitch, the link stitch you created, you see like quite a longer leg. So you stitch into the leg, but only through the back side. So, and then stitch into the same chain stitch. So now you have 3 loops on the hook. Then grab the yarn and bring the yarn through the first 2 loops. Now you have 2 loops left and you finish your single crochet stitch like you normally do. Into the second chain stitch you do another single crochet stitch. So. And now you do 16 single crochet stitches with the left leg. And here you also see this leg, which was created by the chain stitches. So you stitch, so you have the left one and the right one. Sorry. You stitch into the left one and then only to the front loop, and then you stitch through the leg stitch, but through both loops. So now you have 3 or 4 loops on the hook, depending if you count this one as 1 or 2. Then grab the yarn and bring it through the first 2 or 3, depending how you count. Then you have 2 loops left and finish your single crochet stitch as you normally do. So, and then do 15 more single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So, and you finish your round with 2 single crochet stitches into the chain stitch. 1 and 2. So the legs are now connected, and we also have crocheted the first round of the body. For round 2 and 3, we want to do 2 rounds of 36 single crochet stitches. So do your checking and count that you have 36 single crochet stitches. And then for round 2 and for round 3, you do your 36 single crochet stitches, no increase, no decrease here, single crochet stitches all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ignore the yarn tail for the moment. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 and 36. So what I'm now going to do, because these legs are starting to getting a little bit on my nerve, so I want to knot the legs. So how you do this is you want to knot from the front to the back and from the inside to the outside. So this and this. So we start here, grab your leg, bring it from the inside to the outside, and then from the front to the back, and then bring it to the front. So the fifth way, you're making sure the knotted part is on the front side and the feet part is also bending a little bit inside, which it's cuter instead of to the outside. So for the other leg, again, from the inside to the outside, from the front to the back, and then coming to the front again. So you see your legs are now bending inwards with the tips touching each other, and you do not have any awkward shape. So now we go back to our body and we do one more round of 36 single crochet stitches, and now with the legs already knotted, we have less problem with turning and rotating our body from the front to the back and then from the back to the front again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, do I need some yarn? 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 30, and then so round B also finished. Now it's time to start decreasing. So we want to make sure that the decrease sits at the side of the body. So with my tension, I crochet 7 single crochet stitches and then do a decrease, and then I continue with single crochet stitches until I reach the other side of the body, do my second decrease, and then continue with single crochet stitches the front. If your tension is different, then adjust the number of the single crochet stitches before the decreases so that it still lines up nearly at the side. So when we do our decrease, now for the body we do now a decrease round, a non-decrease wound, a decrease wound, a non-decrease wound, and for the decrease wound we want to have the decrease on the side, which have the result because later we have the arms covering the decrease, and also when the decrease is on the side you hardly do not see any decreases. If you do a decrease on the front or the back side, then a line may appear or you see the decreases. It doesn't look so much professional in my eyes, so that I like to have the decrease on the side. And also we have the knife curved shaping of the body on the side. So for round 4 we want to decrease by 2, so we have 34 stitches. Again, I do single crochet stitches until I reach the side. In my case, are 7 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you know should be here at this point. If you are here, then do another single crochet stitch. If you are already here, then do less. So in my case 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I do a decrease. Again, the front loops only. So then I do single crochet stitches all the way around. In my case are 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now you should be on this side. Then you do your second decrease. And then finishing the round with single crochet stitches, in my case 9. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now we attach the tail onto the body. The most important thing is that we want to position it centrally on the back side here. So depending on your tension, you might need 14, 15 or 16 single crochet stitches. So what you can do, or what I'm going to do, is grab the tail. We have left with 4 single crochet stitches and you want to fold it, that you have 2. So then take 2 stitch markers and position them that these are the very back on your back side here and here. So, and then now you do single crochet stitches until you reach your first stitch marker. So for my tension I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So remove your 2 stitch markers, grab the tail, make it so that your yarn tail is facing to the left side, then stitch through a tail stitch, 1 and 2. Make sure you're grabbing the 2 opposite stitches, and then stitch into the body stitch. Now do like this, grab the yarn, bring it through the body stitch and the tail stitch. So now you have 2 loops left on the hook and you finish your single crochet stitch. So when you do this with the second one, grab the 2 opposite tail stitches, then stitch into the body stitch, grab the yarn, bring it through the body stitch and the tail stitch, and then finishing your single crochet stitch. So now we have the yarn tail, and I like to crochet this, carry over the yarn, but this is nice secured, and then you finishing your round with just single crochet stitches in my case. So then you carry over the yarn. So the yarn sits between your body stitch and your working stitch. So, and then you continue your round with single crochet stitches. So this means in the round where you connected the tail onto the body, we have no increase, no decrease here. So round 5 is now done and your tail is attached. Now we do round 6. This is a decrease round, and here again we decrease at the side. So start crocheting single crochet stitches until you reach your one side. In my case 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you do your first decrease. Again, your invisible one, so front loops only, and then you do single crochet stitch all the way until you reach the other side. In my case 15, and that's the beauty with this body pattern, you really can adapt to your tension and it always looks good. So no wobbling, no bending. If you messed up the counting, not the problem, you just crochet until you reach the other side. Then you do your decrease and then continue with single crochet stitches until you reach the end of your round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 single crochet stitches. Round 7 is pretty straightforward. We stay at 32 stitches, so you do single crochet stitches all the way around. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31 and 32. Round 8 is a decrease round, and here you do 7 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, 15 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease and 7 single crochet stitches, or single crochet stitches first and the last one you need, and so you have your decrease at the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then you do your decrease. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 single crochet stitches, your second decrease, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochet stitches. Round 9, no decrease, so we stay at 30 stitches, and here we crochet all the way around with single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. So round 10 is a decrease round, and here you do 7 single crochet stitches, or 1 more or 1 less depending on your tension, then 1 decrease, then you continue with single crochet stitches until you reach the other side, in my case 13, then you do another single crochet stitch and then decrease, and then you continue with single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then you decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then your second decrease, and then finishing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 single crochet stitches. So round 11 is a no decrease round, so we stay at 28 total stitches, and again you just crochet around and do your single crochet stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Round 12 is a decrease round, so you do your 7 or so single crochet stitches until you reach the first side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then your first decrease, again invisible, so front loops only, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So your second invisible decrease, and then finishing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet stitches. Round 13 is a no decrease round, so you stay at 26 single crochet stitches, and this is our last round where we do not have any decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 26. So now we have a decrease round, and this is our last round where we only have 2 decrease. And here we start with our 7 or so single crochet stitches until you reach one side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Your first decrease, and then you continue with 11 single crochet stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, your second invisible decrease, and then finishing with 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is how it looks. And now you want decrease 3 times each. So we're having like a more binding. So for round 15, we start with 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then you do your invisible decrease, and then you do another 3 single crochet stitches. So this is your first set of decrease, and this will repeat 2 more times. 3 single crochet stitches, then your decrease, and again 3 single crochet stitches. So one more time, 3 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and 3 single crochet stitches. And now you should have 21 total stitches. So if you want to stuff the body, now is the time to start the stuffing material. If you want to do it as a Lovey, as a snuggler, then do not stuff it, and we continue. For round 16, we also want to decrease 3, but now here we do 5 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease in the 3 times total. As I mentioned, if you're adding like the 3 single crochet stitches, then we have the decrease and 3 single crochet stitches done in 15. We also can do 6 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, but I switch it because I really want to avoid that we're having decrease while sitting above, because if you're doing this way, we are creating such lines, and for the snuggler, I don't want to have any lines. Looking like here, so it increase here, and you see like, say like a star shape or like a lines, and it also appears with a decrease. If you alternative this, then you do not have these lines appearing. So that means we do our 5 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you do your decrease. This is our first set, our first repeat, and this we do 2 more times. 2 single crochet, 5 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then your second decrease, and 1 more time with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease. Round 17, we want to go back from 18 stitches to 15 stitches, and here again we flip it, so we do 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and 2 single crochet stitches, so it's 1 repeat, 1 set, and we do the 3 times. And then we have all the alternatives, and we have no decrease while sitting above to each other. Which gives you a nice looking appear. So 1, 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and again 2 single crochet stitches. Now you have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we do this 2 more times. 1, 2 single, 1 decrease, and then again 2 single crochet stitches, and this one more time. 1, 2 single crochet stitches, a decrease, and finishing strong with 2 single crochet stitches. So round 18, we want to go back to 12 stitches. So here we do 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this we do 3 times. So, 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease. 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and again 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease. So now we crochet in the arms. So grab your arms. So we start for round 19 with 1 single crochet stitch. Add your stitch marker. Then you do a decrease. Then you do another single crochet stitch. Then grab your first arm and connect the crochet in with 3 single crochet stitches. So stitch first through an arm stitch, then through a body stitch. Grab the yarn, bring it through the body and the arm stitch. Now you have 2 loops on the hook and finishing your single crochet stitch. And this you do 2 more times with the remaining 2 stitches of the arm. So, and your first arm is crocheted in place. So, then we continue with 1 single crochet stitch, 1 decrease, then grab your second arm, place it on top, stitch first through an arm stitch, then through a body stitch, grab the yarn, bring it through the body stitch, then the arm stitch. So you have 2 loops on the hook and finish your single crochet stitch. Do the same with your middle stitch. So, and round 19 is now done. Now we move over to round 20, where we only do 1 stitch, which is the missing arm stitch. So stitch into the arm stitch, then through the body stitch and do your single crochet stitch, and leave the other stitches of the round unworked. Pull the yarn and cut it with some length. So, and your body is now done. The last thing I'm going to do is to prepare the body to crochet in the head. So grab 5 stitch markers and place them on the front side of the body. place the middle one at the center of the body, and then 2 more on the left and the right side. The outer stitch markers should go through a stitch where you connected the arm with the body. So, this is how it looks. Front side, back side. If you have some holes appearing, like I have here, then grab your tapestry needle and close the holes. So I don't have any holes here, but I just pretend I have any. So then you can take the yarn and can close any gaps. So hide the yarn tail or bring the yarn tail inside to the body and cut the leftover tail. So your body is now finished, and the next thing we're going to do is the head. We move on with the head. We set your round counter. And then grab your secondary color or your muzzle color. Take your crochet hook and we start with a magic ring. For round number 1, we crochet 6 single crochet stitches into that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So close this opening by gently pulling with the yarn tail, and we move over to round 2. For round 2, we want to increase from 6 to 12, so we do 6 increases, aka 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. And again, we continue with spiral rounds, so you crochet on top of the first one without connecting the first and the last stitch with a slip stitch. So add your stitch marker into the first stitch so you know where you start your round, and then do 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So for round 3, we want to increase by 4, so we have 16 total stitches. We start with 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we do 4 times 1 increase and 1 single crochet stitch. So 1 increase, 1 single crochet stitch, then 1 increase, 1 single crochet stitch, 1 increase, 1 single crochet stitch, and then 1 increase and 1 single crochet stitch. So for round 4 we also start with 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. When you do your 4th one, you do not finish with this color, but we switch over to the main color because we want to have a visible color change here. So for your 4th stitch, start with your secondary color, then grab your main color, bring it on your crochet hook from the back to the front, and then bring the yarn through the 2 loops. So what I like to do is for the next stitch I like to crochet in both colors. That's quite fixed. So, and now we want to have quite a clear line, so we do 12 single crochet stitches, but we're only working into the back loops. So remember, you have a front loop and the back loop, and here we're only working into the back loops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I fix both yarns and doing a double knot. 1. So, and now the main color is also secured, and with working into the back loop only, you have only a tiny zigzag and not the normal quite large zigzag. It will appear if you're working through both loops. So for round 5 we do an increase, in the back loop, 1 single crochet in another one, but you finish the second stitch with the secondary color. So now you do an increase with the secondary color, but you can work in through both loops as it is the same color. So then you do a single crochet stitch and finish with an increase, but you finish your second stitch of the increase stitch with your main color. So now you do an increase, but you can now continue with working through both loops because we already have done the color change. So you do an increase, then 11 single crochet stitches to finish the round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. This is how it looks so far. So for round 6, we continue with the main color. and start with 2 single crochet stitches, 1 and 2. Then you do an increase, so 2 single crochet stitches into the same stitch, and you finish the main color with a single crochet stitch, but here switch over to your secondary color. So now for secondary row color we do 2 increases, increase 1, so increase 1, and in the second increase, and here you finish your increase stitch with the main color. So, and now we continue with the main color, doing 1 single crochet stitch, 1 increase, and then 12 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So for round 7 we continue with our main color, and here we start with 5 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we do an increase, and finishing our main color with 1 single crochet stitch, and here by working this single crochet stitch switch over to your secondary color. So now we do 1 increase, but finish your increase stitch with your main color. So now our secondary color is done, and you can cut the yarn to some length. So if you want to, you can knot the yarn. So, and then finishing your round 7 with 1 single crochet stitch, 1 increase, and 14 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So this is how it looks so far. So we now have 27 stitches, and now for round 8 we want to have 30 stitches, so we increase by 3, but we're only working in the main color. So we start with 6 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we do 1 increase, 1 single crochet stitch, 1 increase, 1 single crochet stitch, 1 increase, and then finishing the round with 16 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So this is how it looks so far. So, and now we want to start attaching the head onto the body. What I like to do is to do an extra stitch and mark the connected head stitch with a stitch marker, as the same as I did with the body, where I marked the connected body stitches also with a stitch marker. So what you do is you fold your head, and at the very bottom or here you do one stitch marker. So now you have the lowest point. Make sure you have the stitch mark at the lowest point of your head, which is this one. You can also work through both loops. So stitch marker, so it's the lowest point, and then place 2 stitch markers left and right. So, and this is how you can make sure your head is not bending towards to one side when attaching the head onto the body. So this is now it looks so far. So now we start by working only into the head stitches. And here we start with 8 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we do an increase, following with 2 single crochet stitches, 1 and 2. Then we do another increase, following by 2 single crochet stitches. Then we do our third increase, and continue with 9 single crochet stitches, all the stitches you need until you reach the first stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in my case I need 8. So now grab your body and place it that the back is facing towards you and the front part with the stitch markers are facing the table. So now take your head, also turn it that you see the inside of the head. So then you remove the first stitch marker from the head, and then the very first from the body on the right side. And now you connect them both by first stitching through a body stitch and then a head stitch. And here from the inside to the outside. So stitch through either from the inside to the outside. That means from here to here. When I say from the outside to the inside, then I mean from here to here. So if you want to, or you decided to stuff the body, now is the time to add the final stuffing, because now we are closing the opening and then no stuffing can be attached. So grab your body and your head, stitch from the outside to the inside, and then stitch through the head stitch here. So you have now your walking loop, the body stitch and the head stitch. Then grab the yarn and bring it through the head and the body stitch, and then finish your single crochet stitch like you always do. So when you do the same with the remaining 4 stitches, remove the stitch marker, the next one from the body and from the head, then stitch through a body stitch from the inside to the outside, and then through the head stitch, grab the yarn and finish your single crochet stitch, and you do with your remaining single crochet stitches marked with the stitch markers. So from the inside to the outside, then through the head stitch, grab the yarn and finish your stitch. 2 more to go. Stitch through a body stitch from the inside to the outside, then through the head stitch, and finish your single crochet stitch. And the last one, stitch through body stitch from the inside to the outside, and then through the head stitch, finish your single crochet stitch. Now the front part is connected, and then finishing the round with 2 single crochet stitches, only working through the head stitches. 1 and 2. So this is how it looks so far. So for round 10, we now want to connect the back side of the body with the head, and we continue with single crochet stitches all the way around until this point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and as we stay with 33 stitches, we have no increase, no decrease. So we can just concentrate on doing our single crochet stitches, and we do 1, 2, 3, oh my yarn, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And now you see your tension. You want that the heads that align do not bend to one or to the other side. So you're making sure you have your 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a help, mark the first one with a stitch marker, and then you know how many stitches you have to do more. In my case, 1 more, so that means I have done 26 single crochet stitches. So what I also like to do is to mark stitch number 25 here, because if it's bending, then I can open it and can switch this one. So, and now we want to connect the body stitches with the remaining head stitches. The only difference here is that now we are stitching from the outside to the inside. So you start with stitching into a body stitch from the outside to the inside, and then rotate the crochet hook and then stitch through a head stitch, grab the yarn and finish your single crochet stitch. So, and then you connect, this is now quite easy, the body and the head stitch by stitching first through the body stitch from the outside to the inside, and then through the head stitch, and finish your single crochet stitch. And you continue with your remaining 3. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have 1 body left. So, and then I'm finishing with 2 single crochet stitches. So now turn and see if everything is aligned. Yeah, no one's bending. So if you have the bending toward this side, what you can do, then you reopen this and position that you're only starting at this point or 1 point here, that you really can adjust of your tension. So that means that then you have to do 3 or just 1 single crochet stitch here. So it really depends on your tension. It's quite easy, and that's the beauty of the pattern. You can really adjust to your tension. So, but in my case, it was 26 single crochet stitches first, then connecting with 5 single crochet stitches, body and head stitch, and then finishing the round with 2 single crochet stitches. So. So now's the time to add the eyes. You can use every eyes if you want. You can use normal safety eyes, you can use sinker eyes, or you can do not use any plastic eyes but embroider the eyes instead. I have also a video on my channel which explains very well. As this bunny is for my daughter and she wants to have purple, pink sinker eyes, I'm using this one. This is 80mm sinker eyes. So depending on the look, I recommend, like for sinker eyes, 16, 18 or 20, depending on how cartoonic you want your bunny to be. If you're going more with the classic safety eyes, I recommend something between 12 and 16. So I position the eyes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Between round 6 and 7 or 7 and 8, depending on your desired look. So This is more narrowed, this more outside. So, how it looks. So as this one should be quite cartoonic, using this one. If you are happy with your look, so make sure you have this as a referral. So then secure the eyes, cluck, and the other one. So now your eyes are in place, and we continue with the head. As we sew on the ears later on, then we can just finishing our head. For round 12, we do not want to increase decrease here, so we do 33 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 'So just continue crocheting single crochet stitches all the way around. So, round 12 done. For round 13, we want to go back to 30 stitches. So we do the 3 decreases here, and here we do 9 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and this 3 times total. But you have your decrease spread out across the whole head. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then do your first invisible decrease. This means by only working through the front loops, and then continue. So we now have our first set, our first repeat, and now we do our second with 9 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And another invisible decrease. And then our last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then your final decrease. So, for round 14 we want to go back to 27, and as we have 2 decreases in the following rounds, we do not do 8 single crochet stitches in 1 decrease, but we split the 8 divided to 2, so we're making 4 single crochet stitch, 1 decrease, 4 single crochet stitch, to avoid that we're having some how I call it decrease lines appearing here. So I do not want to have this on toys, so that's why I'm doing 4 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm doing my decrease and do another 4 single crochet stitches. Now you should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is our first repeat, and now we continue with 4 single crochet stitches, 3 and 4. Do your second invisible decrease and then continue with your 4 single crochet stitches, and then our final set with 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then do your third and last decrease, and then finishing with 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for round 15 we want to go back to 24 stitches, and here we do our normal 7 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and that's 3 times. And now we do not have our decrease here, but here again, so you do not have any decrease lines showing up. And that's the beauty of alternative one. So how to decide when to alternative is, if you're having a number divided to 2, like 6, 8, 10, 12, then you can do the, take the number 8, divided to 2, then you have 2 times the 4, and then you do the decrease in between. So, but now we have our 7 single crochet stitch and then our decrease, but you cannot divide the 7 to 2, so we have our 2. So you can say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 stays as it is, and the numbers divided to 2, you can split it into half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you do your first decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your second decrease, and then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and finishing the round with your third decrease. Now we do round 16, and here we want to decrease 6 times. So we do 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and this 6 times. And then we reduced from 24 to 18 total stitches. So 2 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this all the way around. 2 single crochet, 1 increase, 2 single crochet, 1 increase, 2 single crochet, 1 increase, and so on until you reach the end of the round. So now is the time to start stuffing the head. So, grab your stuffing material and add it. So make sure you stuff it nice and firm, really into the muzzle, into the nose part. So now we have 2 more rounds to go. For round 17 we want to go back to 12 total stitches, and here we do 1 single crochet and 1 decrease, and this also 6 times. So 1 single crochet stitch, 1 decrease stitch, and this all the way around. So last repeat, last set of 1 single crochet stitch and 1 decrease. So now for our last round we want to go back to 6 total stitches. This means we do 6 decreases. So every stitch is a decrease stitch. So continue stuffing your head. Make sure it's nice stuffed. So pay attention to your nose muzzle part, that is nicely stuffed. So that the head stays in shape. So now we do our last round with 6 decrease stitches. first, second, third one, so make sure you have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you're doing your last decrease, then you will have 6. So this is how it looks so far. Then pull the yarn, cut it, add your final stuffing material, so, and then fasten off by closing the hole. Take your tapestry needle, so and then go, you're only working in the front loops only, so the back loops you do not touch, and then you start from the outside to the inside, and the next one from the inside to the outside, and then from the outside to the inside, from the inside to the outside, from the outside to the inside, from the inside to the outside, and then pull, and now you have a nice cleaned closed hole. Do a double knot, or even one more, so then hide the yarn tail inside the head. You can cut leftover, or what I like to do when I have stuffing material inside the part, then I also using the tail function stuffing material. That's why I hide the yarn tail inside the head. So your head is now finished. And the last thing we are going to do are the ears. Now we move over to the ears. Grab your main color and do a magic ring. So for the first round, we do 6 single crochet stitches into that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now close the opening by gently pulling at the yarn tail, and we move over to round 2. For round 2 we want to have 12 total stitches, so we do 6 increases. This means we crochet 2 single crochet stitches into every stitch. Add your stitch marker to mark the beginning of the round, and then do another single crochet stitch into the same stitch, and you continue until you reach the end of the round, and then you have 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11 and 12. For round 3 we want to have 15 total stitches, so we do 3 increases here, and our pattern is 3 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, and this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 increase, and repeat 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 1 increase, and one more time, 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, and our last increase. For round 4 we want to have 18 total stitches, so here we do 4 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, and also the 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches, and the last one an increase. Now you should have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you do this 2 more times with 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches, 1 increase, and again 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches, and 1 increase. For round number 5 we want to have 21 total stitches, so we do 5 single crochet stitches this time, and then 1 increase, and this also 3 times total. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and stitch number 6 is an increase. So now you have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we repeat this 2 more times with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet stitches, 1 increase, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an increase stitch. Round number 6 we want to have 24 total stitches, and here we do 6 single crochet stitches and then 1 increase, and this also 3 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, and repeat this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet stitches, 1 increase, and one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. So now we have 24 stitches, which will be our maximum here, and continue. We now do several rounds of 24 single crochet stitches, and here 7, 8 and 9 we now have 3 rounds of 24 single crochet stitches. No increase, no decrease, just single crochet stitches all the way around. So now do your 3 rounds of single crochet stitches, and I will see you there at the end of round 9. 23 and 24. Now we have our 3 rounds of 24 single crochet stitches, and now we start decreasing, and here we want to go back to 21 total stitches. That means we do 6 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this we do 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you do your decrease, and we repeat this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease. Round 11, 12, and 13. Now we do 3 rounds of 21 single crochet stitches. So start here, do your 3 rounds of single crochet stitches, and I will see you at the end of round 13. So now we finished our 3 rounds of 21 single crochet stitches, and round 14 is the decrease round, and here we want to go back from 21 to 18 total stitches, and our pattern here is 5 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and we do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease. So round 15, 16, and 17. These are 3 rounds of single crochet stitches, and here 18 single crochet stitches. So no increase, no decrease, just 18 single crochet stitches for round 15, 16, and 17. And I will see you when we reach round 17. So our 3 rounds of 18 single crochet stitches are now done, and now we move over to round 18, which is a decrease round, and here we want to go back to 15 total stitches. This means we do 4 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this also 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and we do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease. So round 19, 20, and 21, we now have our 3 rounds of 15 single crochet stitches. So no decrease, no increase, just single crochet stitches all the way around. So do your 3 rounds, and I will see you there at the end of round 21. So round 22 is the decrease round, and here we want to go back from 15 to 12 total stitches, and the instruction is 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this we do again 3 times. So 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease. Round 23, 4, and 25, we have 3 rounds of 12 single crochet stitches to building up the height. So do your single crochet stitches all the way around until you reach the end of round 25, and I will see you there. So now we move over to round 26, which is a decrease round, and here we want to go back from 12 to 9 total stitches. This means we do 2 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, and this we do 3 times. 1, 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and again 1, 2 single crochet stitches, 1 decrease, and one more time, 1, 2 single crochet stitches, and 1 decrease. So now we are doing our last round, and round 27 we want to do 9 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now we have our rounds done. We move the stitch marker, so then flatten the ear, and then you see, depending on your tension, you need to crochet 1 or 2 single crochet stitches more that you reach the side. In my case 1. Then I flip the ear so that your hook is on the right side. And now we want to crochet the 2 opposite stitches together with single crochet stitches, and here 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the loop where we have our active yarn we do ignore. Normally when I'm folding the ear and having like an even number, then I'm going through this one and then also through the active one. In this case we skip this active, our last stitch, and connecting the stitches left and right. Here, here, and then we do a single crochet stitches, a stitch, a single crochet stitch, and then we continue with the remaining 3. So Now pull the yarn and cut it with some length so you have enough yarn that you can sew the ears onto the head. So pull the yarn through, and now you have your first ear, and of course you need 2 of them, so you crochet another one following the same pattern. The next thing we're going to do, we want to attach the ears onto the head. So grab your 2 ears and your bunny, and then play with the positioning. Make sure that the nice looking side is facing outwards. Like if you see like one side is more smaller, like the bending one, this will be the inside. So if you're holding, you see this is the inside, this is the outside. So bring your ears next to each other like this. Then position the head, turn it and see if you're happy. You can do have it up, down or up. So make sure there's a little V shape. Then position your bunny. Then rotate it this way. Then grab long pins and mark the outer position here and here. Make sure this is one line, and then also mark the inner part where they're touching. So in my case, 2 rounds behind. So you have like a little triangle. So again, do the checking if you like it from the back, and then grab your first ear. Take your tapestry needle and start sewing the ear onto the head. So stitch where your first stitch marker is. So, and then start sewing the ear. You can use the pin to fix the ear. So, and then you work your way to your second pin. So do not secure the yarn, but leave it as is. Then grab your second ear, position this as well here, fix it. And then start sewing the other ear. So. So continue sewing until you reach the other long pin. Do your final stitches. So then turn and check if you are happy with the positioning. So, want this one. So you're really free. So once you are happy, now you can secure the yarn, and here do a double knot, 1 and 2, and then hide the tail inside the head. You can cut it, or like I like to do is to hide the yarn inside the head, because then the leftover, the tail, can also function as stuffing material. So, first done. Now repeat with the second ear. One and 2. So also hide the yarn tail inside the head. Or cut the leftover, the tail. So now the ears are finished. So, and the last thing we're going to do is to embroider the nose. The last thing we have to do is to embroider the nose, and we want to have an Y-shaped nose here. So take the yarn of your choice. I'm using black chenille yarn in bulky, but you can also use super bulky or cotton yarn depending on your desired look. So I'm using the black color, but you can also go with a pink one or a cream one, really depending on your look. So, but I want to have like the classic one, so I'm going with all black. So take about the length of your arm to the double, and then cut the yarn. So you can do 1 or 2 strands. I go with 2 strands because I want the nose to be a little more prominent. So then you are searching for the center of the magic ring, which is here. This is the center of the magic ring. And then you position the upper left and the upper right. So if you want to have a smaller nose, then just go between 1 and 2, like here. If you want to have more a prominent, a larger nose, then go between around 2 and 3 or 3 or 4, really depends. Tension. So position. So then take your yarn and bring the end through the tapestry needle. 1 and the second one. So Then you stitch 2 stitches left from the middle tapestry needle, and then come out at the center of the magic ring. So leave a bit of tail here. So then insert the needle into the upper left part, which is here, and bring it out at the upper right part here. So this creates the left bar of the A-shaped nose. So. Then stitch back into the center and come out at the lowest point. So now you created the white bar of the epsilon nose. So finally insert the needle back into the center and then come out at the starting point where you first insert the yarn. Over here, yeah. So check if everything is symmetrical. It's fine. So once you're happy, remove your tapestry needle, double knot the yarn, cut the leftover, and then inside the yarn tails inside the head. So, and that's it. Now your bunny is finished. Take your tapestry needle, so, and your bunny is now finished. See you in the next tutorial.